Hi everyone, Dom here in the Panasonic kitchen, and in this video I'm going to talk you through everything you need to do in order to bake gluten-free bread in one of our Panasonic bread makers. So the bread maker I've actually got here is our entry level. It's our SDB 2510. It's a really great model. It's perfect for beginner bakers, but it still comes with 21 different baking modes. And it's really popular, and we're very proud of it. So if you want any more information about this model, check out our online stores. All the links are in the descriptions below. You can shop direct with Panasonic and you can pick up your perfect bread maker today. So have a look at those links. Now, when it comes to gluten-free bread, there's a couple of things you need to know. We've got our ingredients laid out here in front of us, but it's actually a reversal of ingredients this time. We're going to add our wet ingredients first and then our dry ingredients. So it's a little bit different. So let's pop open the lid of our bread maker and take out the bread pan, making sure that the kneading blade is already in there. And then we're going to add our wet ingredients first. So first up, we're going to go in with the water. Next, we're going to add our eggs. These are just 2 eggs that I've lightly beaten. There we are. We're then going to add our vegetable oil, then our cider vinegar, and that's it for the wet ingredients. Now I'm going to start adding the dry. So we'll start with the flour, pop that in next. There we go. Sugar, salt, and then lastly yeast. Now when you're adding the yeast, what you want to do is try and keep that away from the salt to make sure that they don't interact, otherwise the salt will kill the yeast. For this recipe we're using about 7 grams, which is this entire packet. It's roughly a teaspoon and a half. So that's all going to go in, again trying to avoid where the salt has been placed. And that's it. Happy we've got all the ingredients in there. The bread pan's going to go back into the bread maker. Make sure that's nice and secure. Close the lid, and then we're going to choose our baking mode, which on this model is number 10, gluten-free bread. So we're going to just press the up button on the control panel until we reach baking mode 10. It's going to flash there and show it's going to take about 1 hour and 50. You do have the option on this model to change the crust color. We like to suggest pressing that crust option to have a darker bake. And the reason for that is sometimes with gluten-free bread, it can come out a little bit pale looking. So we like to suggest you darken the crust there. That adds 5 minutes to the cooking time, so that's 1 hour and 55. Once you're happy with everything, simply press the start button and you're good to go. That's going to start now, and we'll see you in a couple of hours to see how it looks. So a couple of hours have passed and the bread maker is finished. When it's finished, it will just start beeping. To turn that off, you just need to press the red button on the top there. Let's have a look at our gluten-free loaf. Okay. Obviously it's going to be a little bit warm, so make sure you take precautions and use oven gloves. And hopefully when you're finished you should end up with something that looks a little bit like that. Look at that, that's looking really nice. Don't be surprised with a gluten-free bake that it doesn't rise quite as much as a normal bake. I'm just going to tip this on its side now to try and get it out. Nice and gently. There we go. Let's pop that away there. Also, don't worry if your kneading blade has gotten stuck in your loaf. That's fairly common. We've gotten lucky, but there we go. That is our gluten-free bread. That looks absolutely brilliant, doesn't it? So we're going to enjoy that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.